Hello everyone! I hosted a GIANT ART COLLAB as a celebration for my Instagram account finally hitting 10k followers. I can't believe that after all these years of grinding and endless flopping posts, I could achieve such a perfect number 10,000. I seriously still cannot believe it. It's way too much for my brain that still thinks that getting 100 subscribers on YouTube in 2017 was the biggest achievement I'll ever get in my life. Seriously, guys, thank you so much. Sincerely, I appreciate you so much. Everyone. Now, a month ago, I shared this announcement post on my Instagram, kind of inviting everyone to apply for the collab if they were interested. I mainly focused the applications on my actual followers instead of trying to grab some people outside of my profile, because I really wanted to include the OGs, such as my moods, for whom I literally reserved some spots, like with my friend Belivita. I know she usually never checks any social media, so I DM'd her into joining my collab because I love her so much and I absolutely wanted her to be part of it. But yeah, focusing on my own audience at the end didn't bring enough people to me, so I had to go further and fish for some people with captivating announcement reels, none of which went viral, but hey, I still got enough people for the collab to be full, or at least what I deemed as enough, because drawing more than 70 stickmen in completely different poses gradually decreased my sanity. Because yeah, this whole sketch reference was drawn entirely by me, in practically 3 days, as I had over 100 people already on my Discord server patiently waiting to grab the sweetest spot for their OC. I have actually made a first to come, first to serve system. I of course gave everyone the day and the hour so they can prepare to send the first message. And if I only knew how much of a stress this was going to be. Because managing the perms in the channels, writing announcement messages, and all of that I did on my own because none of the mods were online. On top of all, I had to manage the messages of the people that sent in their applications too early or in the wrong channel, or their form was wrong, or they were asking too much questions because they did not read the rules correctly. I thought I would pass out before the event even starts. At the end, the timer went off, and the channel instantly got filled with all the people that only had to push one button as their form was already prepared as draft. What can I say? The fastest ones get the best spots. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I used the common sorting system that usually is used in maps, which basically makes you choose the part you want, the backup part, and a third one just to be secure. So I simply asked everyone to include a rank of top 3 spots they wanted the most, and it made the job so much easier for me. I think we only had 2 people that didn't get to have any of the parts they were asking for, but it wasn't an issue since they gladly accepted any other part that was free. Not to mention that I made sure for every single spot to be interesting and dynamic, leaving enough space for every slot to show off artists' perspective art style and character design. And I did this to avoid of the non-artist people that joined because they thought I would be the one to draw their OC. Nuh-uh, you draw your own original character. Okay, so you might be wondering what the heck am I doing in the background out here? Well, it's so there's this huge file with all the raw images of people's parts that I just glued on to each other. So it obviously looks really wonky. So I have to fix it because some people didn't draw enough body parts, or I accidentally erased some to kinda make the layer below appear more. So yeah, I had to fix it all. So that's what I'm doing during this whole speed painting process. So I can just put something in the background. So yeah, don't freak out. Because I could already smell the comments saying like, why are you like why are you fixing their art styles? No, I'm not. I'm just putting a little outline, or I'm just continuing I'm trying to mimic their respective art styles, so we don't have all these gaps, as you can see in the beginning. It looks ugly. So, everyone got their part. I set the deadline to be September the 1st and just sat there waiting for everyone's submissions. Some of the artists were already done 2 days in, with absolutely jaw-dropping entries. I could sense how excited everyone was for the final result, and it truly sparked so much joy and unity into my grey, previously abandoned Discord server. By the way, link is in the description. I'm gonna host art challenges and giveaways out there. And I really was happy to finally get a sense of this active and cool community. It was really cool. So yeah, very quickly, it seems we dangerously approached the deadline of 1st September, with half the canvas missing. That's when I started to mass paying those silly procrastinators into finishing or abandoning their part, because I really don't force anyone to do this. And then it slowly started to fill in the vacant space in the middle. Awesome. 1 week later, the deadline happens, and at this point I started to individually pick out the mega procrastinators to ask them the reason why they didn't finish it on time and what would be the solution for that. I simply asked whether they needed extra time because of a technical issue, which usually was the case, or if they were willing to abandon the collab, because once again I owe nothing to all of these artists. I'm even honored so many people wanted to celebrate my small achievement and participate in this. So yeah, I gave an extra week and 2 days for everyone in need, and that's how everyone except for one person submitted their parts. What happens to the abandoned parts, you might ask? Well, I choose a backup artist for it. Shout out to Grim and Neural, you're the real ones. I also granted one spot for Jacob, my first Patreon supporter for several months now, to express my gratitude. I have seen people making giant animation meme collabs, but I've never really seen someone host such a huge portrait collab. This was an amazing experience, a creative idea of mine. I don't know where this came from, seriously, it just popped up in my head. And I am eternally grateful for everyone's participation in this, and I love how it turned out. Here is the long-awaited finished picture. I kept it pretty simple, with no background, because it would distract the viewer from looking at the ton of iconic characters doing silly stuff. Note, I'm ending this video. Thank you so much for listening. This was actually my first video of this format. Like, this is the first time you guys hear my voice, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm sorry for my accent. I know it might be difficult to listen to. I'm Ukrainian, so I want to improve it like later, maybe in future videos. I'm gonna train my voice a little bit. But yes, I'm still glad that you stayed, that you might enjoy it maybe. And yeah, if you're one of the artists that participated in it, I can't stress this enough. I love you so much. Thank you for participating. Thank you for supporting me, for following me, for taking part of this. It's I really appreciate it. I just don't know how to express how much I appreciate every single one of you, even if you didn't participate, because I'm 100% certain I'm going to host more things like this, maybe animation, because yeah, that has been in my plans for a quite long time. I really want to do a huge animation meme collab. Yes, I'm getting nostalgic. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you a lot to my Patreons. They are 6. I love you all so much. Here's a little drawing that you see on the background. Yes, this is me and my Patreons. I love you so much. See you in the next video and on my Discord server. I'm waiting for you. Bye!